and just go through a presentation that we put together to introduce you to our brand. You know, and a lot of times models, you guys are just thrown pieces are thrown at you, and you're expected to just make it look gorgeous without really knowing what the brand is and why we selected those pieces and why we chose you for those pieces. And right, so to sort of make you a part of the process is why I'm doing this presentation today, so that you can show up feeling like, yeah, this makes sense. I know how to make this look good on the runway. So joy, peace, love is, and apologies on the onset that I'm going to be doing a lot of the talking, but in the end, I have set aside Q&A time. So feel free to jot your questions down or even to plug them in the chat, and we can always discuss them at the end. Okay. So joy, peace, love is the title that we've come up with for this collection. And it's, since we're in summer 2022, we've decided like, okay, so this is a summer 2023 collection, right? And our big thing at TailorMade right now is loungewear, right? So loungewear, where that comes from is that, you know, during COVID, everyone was lounging around, right? So even when you were working, you were sort of lounging because you could be at home, and if you were on a Zoom call, you could just have on a nice top and no one knows what you have on the bottom. But so we played with, we thought that that was pretty fun, and we said, hey, why not continue this loungewear theme even after COVID stops, right? Like, why do you have to keep going? You know, I'm coming from the world of education. So I was a principal, and then I did worked at a college as a professor and all of these things. So I said, why do I have to go back to wearing these stuffy suits? I don't want to wear stuffy suits. I want to wear my loungewear still, right? The things that I got to wear as I was doing my Zoom classes. So that's where that comes from. It's for people who are just, hey, if you, the same thing you wear at home to chillin', you could wear to work, and you can wear to go out. You can wear to party, right? So Tailor-Made by Pauline. Pauline, again, is the co-founder and the head seamstress. My mom, you're going to meet her tonight. She's so excited to meet all of you, and so grateful to you too. Oh, you guys are so gorgeous. She enjoyed making these pieces for you. I'll say that for her. And it's tailor-made by her. And I'm the other co-founder, and what I call myself as the customization specialist, but really the designer, and I kind of do the operational side of our business. So again, our company mission, you know, what separates us from everything else is that we are made to measure, right? Meaning that we don't go by small, medium, large, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? We don't do number sizes or letter sizes. We have you do measurements, right? So you either come in front of us to do measurements, or we send you a measurement kit and you measure yourself and send us back your precise measurements, and we make clothes that fit you precisely, right? So you do your bust, your chest. You guys know this because you're models. So, but not everyone does. You'd be surprised. Like, people don't even, they're like, wait, how do I get my bust measured? How do I get my chest, my waist and my hip? And right. So we're making that process of measuring yourself widely known. Okay. So how we do it, so it's just 3 things, and I'm going to get into the clothes soon, but I just, again, introducing you to the brand so that when you're modeling this stuff, you have a sense of who we are and why we're doing this work. So the clothes part, like, yes, that's at the center. That's the heart we do, because we have to sell this stuff to be able to do the other 2 things that we care about. But really, we see ourselves as educators. We're educating the public about sewing, right? The skill of sewing, that skill used to be a skill that everyone learned in school. Tell me, how many of you learned sewing in school? Did you learn sewing?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, all right. Tiffany, that's amazing. Not many people do, so you're blessed. So that's great. I mean, honestly, so that's what we want. We want everyone, if we were on a call with young people, we would want all of them to say, yes, I have that skill of sewing. And that used to be home ec. Is what that used to be called. So the boys, I mean, I don't like that they separated from boys and girls, but boys used to learn mechanic and girls used to learn sewing and culinary, right? Anthony, did you learn mechanics in school?
I learned a little bit about mechanics in college.
Oh, okay.
Not too much though.
Right. But if you had, you know, back in the day, back when my mom, you're going to see that we're totally 2 different generations. I'm millennial and she's baby boomer, I think. So we're like 2 generations apart. But when she was growing up, that was how they did it. And then after a while, they stopped. Right now, it was like college for all, which is good. You know, everyone should have that chance to go to college. But we, you know, we still want kids to be able to have that trade, that skill, because you could make a living from it, right? And so that's what we're wanting to do with the education side. Then the serving side, the reason we talk about the soul and the serving is that we look, as models, you know this, when you have to model, you have to look and feel good, right? And part of looking and feel good is getting your good sleep, eating right, doing your exercise, right? Like it's a holistic process. It's not just, oh, I woke up like this, like Beyonce. I mean, you know, we do because we're beautiful people, but it's a holistic process with taking care of yourself before you can look good in anybody's brand, right? So we're a part of this serving too, and we want to use the money generated from the clothes to do this community work, building our people and making them feel and look their best. So, okay, now after you've learned all about this brand, right? Why this JPL, Joy, Peace, Love collection? Why JPL? So when you hear JPL, Joy, Peace, Love, what comes to mind for you? And feel free to put it in the chat or to unmute too. What comes to mind when you hear joy, peace, and love?
I think of like happiness. I think of freedom, and I just think of like equality for everyone. And I feel like it's something that should be widely known and widely represented amongst the community and the whole world. I like the saying.
Okay, Anthony, I think you've met my mom. I think my mom even came over. She's like, that is good. That is good. She's knocking on the door. Yes, that is exact. I mean, we didn't put in the equality piece, but from this quote from her, this is her. You know, that it's showing love to everybody that you meet, no matter, you're not interviewing people to love them. I love you, Anthony. I don't need to see you. I don't need to, I love, you know, you're spreading love to all of us. Why? Because we are one humanity. And from that, we're going to get that joy. We're going to get that peace. We're going to get that equality. Everything else will follow from that love. Like it should just be widely known, like you said, and widely received. Anthony, everything you said, you're saying it better than I could, but I just want to tie in what you said to what my mom said and where this comes from. And that exactly what Anthony said is our thinking behind this collection, right? And then, so these are the looks now, right? So we have, you're gonna see your images with fabric samples, and that's what we used because I told you this is custom. So we used your measurements and we're praying to God that, you know, you didn't get any smaller or bigger, but we'll make it work either way. But we used your measurements to make these pieces for you specifically, okay? So it's 3 male looks and 7 female looks. And I have a quick definition here of the loungewear, but we went over that. So feel free to read on your own. So here's the first look. So we call this one the Knight in Shining Armor and Xena. Okay, so this one's for Cody, although I haven't seen Cody in this chat, so I hope that Cody's still a part of our team. So Cody's going to be wearing a slinky net lounge pants with a cabaret stretch mesh crew neck tank style top. And then Alima, I don't know if Alima's on, Alima's going to be in a slinky net short sleeve with mid-thigh lounge bodysuit. Okay, so this is what the look looks like on a mannequin, but of course you guys are going to make this look so much better. And it's also just like changing up this idea of what it means to be a man or a boy or a, you know, a male identified person, right? Like you can wear this slinky net golden black pants and still be masculine if you wanted to, right? With your mesh top. So that's the first, those are the first 2 looks there. Okay, then our second look is the Callaway Gardens Mr. and Mrs. So these are the titles that we're giving them. And that's going to be Prestis and Neek. And I hope that I'm pronouncing both names correctly. So this is Callaway Gardens is sort of Georgia's version of the Kentucky Derby. Is anyone familiar with Kentucky Derby?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Tell me what you know about it.
That's like
Um,
when they bet on the races, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and they dress up like really, really like elegant, really formal, but still derby like.
Yeah. That's so nice that you said it, right? That you said the butt. Like it's elegant, but there's this like still
Yeah, like
something-
there's a little country twist on it.
Right. So we don't have the hats and all this other stuff that they would have, but that's the thinking behind this look. And so it's a long flared silk elastic waist skirt. And so that's tying into our loungewear. So it's elegant, like Ari is saying, but it's still loungy, where you could wear this technically in your house and still be comfortable. It's not like, you know, your traditional skirt where it has buttons and zips and all this other stuff. It's a lounge, it's elastic waist, right? You could eat a lot and be puff belly and no one would even know because it's elastic waist. And then a crew neck flared crop top with satin silk necktie with silk.
Right.
trim. So that's what puts the elegance to it too, because you have on your little necktie, but you could also take that off and look like you're lounging around the house, right? So
Right.
and then Neek will have his button down short sleeve silk shirt with a satin lounge pants. And again, if he took that shirt off, he would be lounging around with his satin pants. So that's going to be this look. And again, it's on the mannequin. So you guys are going to make this look.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's Neek on his
Nice.
iPhone.
Nice.
Yes, good. And you both are gonna, wow. So this is the Mr. and Mrs. where you're gonna be, you know, for the day married. So that's why we're doing this. So you could get in that mindset of, oh, okay, I'm gonna be married to this girl. Okay. Okay, so that's that look. All right.
And this is Xavier, by the way. This is
Oh, this is
Xavier. I don't think,
Xavier.
I don't think my name popping up.
Oh, no, it's not. It shows iPhone, but you know
Yeah.
why? Yeah, it's okay though. That's cool. I'm glad you're on. Who cares what it shows? Okay, so Royal Love. So these are two female looks. So we've got Ariana as the high waist bell bottom lounge pants and a pink ruffled crop top. And then we've got Shanti in a silk lounge shorts with a pink lace. And so this is our thing, kimono robes. We didn't really do a lot of kimono robes for this collection, but we have Shanti in our kimono robe, but we sort of put a twist to it where instead of a long robe, it's sort of a crop robe. And you're going to see that looks almost like a butterfly almost. So this is what it looks like. So let me see, who's that? Shanti and Ariana. So Ariana is going to be in the lounge pants, but it's wide foot, right? So it's going to be bell bottom looking. And then the tube top has this shimmer to it. It's the pink on top, but it's tube. And then Shanti is going to be in the shorts with this butterfly looking cropped robe. So instead of a long, you know, generally a robe would be longer, but this one's sort of to your hip, and but it's still that kimono style. That's why the sleeves are a little wide. Yeah.
Love. I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is exciting. Okay, so then final. Okay, Mom, this is our signature. So we love these other looks. We love them. But we get excited about our anchor look because this is our, you know, we want to be anchored in love. That's what we are all about. We're anchored, right? We want to be anchored in love. And so we're all aboard Destination JPL. So our final models, that's us, right? It's all about being anchored. And so Anthony's going to be in our signature peri anchor robe. So it's a full lounge wear set with the robe.
Yeah, I like to lounge.
Yep. And then and pants, right? So Anthony, Mom is praying that those pants fit you just the way they should, because you're so tall. And she's like, oh my God, I hope I have the measurements. So we hope these fit good. We're bringing our tools just in case we have to make any adjustments.
I got faith.